Moments sharing my thoughts with you about why we matter and why you might be interested in us. So first and foremost, Columbia College Chicago is a college for creatives. Now what that means is that many of you have multiple definitions of who you are. Maybe some of you think of yourselves as artists, actors, designers, programmers, makers, doers. They all fit. Because we're a school that believes that what characterizes our students is a passion for exploring creative practice, creative thinking. Now, here's the thing about creatives, and I will include myself in that definition as a musician. Creatives are wired differently. We think differently. We are perhaps different in terms of how we are in the world. We're wired just differently. Now, unfortunately, in the larger world, often those differences are seen as less than a positive thing. Let me put it that way. So there's this idea that creatives are somehow nice to have in the world, but not essential. We are the school that rejects that idea completely because we know the power of creatives. We know actually that what this world currently needs is more young creative people in the world creating success, bringing new perspectives, new ideas, new solutions to problems that we do not seem to be able to solve. So that's what Columbia College Chicago is about. We're a school for creatives committed to your success. So how do we do it? Well, there's three pieces to an education at this college. First, because of who you are, we want to make sure that at Columbia, from the first day you start, you're focused on what you love the most, whatever that happens to be, whatever skill or discipline that really moves you, hands-on learning right from day one. But that's not enough. Graduating from this college being really good at something, being able to do something really well, as admirable as that is, if you can't think, if you can't contextualize your creative practice, your creative thinking in a larger frame, what's going on in the world, what are the opportunities out there, then you're not going to be successful. So we are very committed to this idea of graduating thinking creatives, critical thinkers. We do that through our liberal arts core curriculum. But there's a third piece that is often missing when we talk about how we educate young creatives. That has to do with the fact that success has to be in the real world, not just in our minds or in our studios or in our classrooms. So we take a very, very practical approach to this piece of how we teach and what we want our students to learn. We expect our students to become fluent in basic business practices. We want our students to understand what it takes to market an idea or their creative capital. We want our students to be able to pitch an idea, build a budget for a project, so that by the time they enter the world, they have that confidence that they can in fact translate what they care about the most into real-world success. What I love to say is that all college presidents will tell you that the purpose of an undergraduate education like this is to help prepare a young person to build a meaningful life and career. And I believe that too. But here's what I know. You can't do it if you can't get a job. We're committed to that idea of helping our students get through and then helping them achieve employment post-graduation. We hold ourselves accountable to that. Here's the last thing I want you to know about us. We have a profound commitment to being an inclusive and diverse institution. Now, not because we want to do the right thing, even though that is the right thing. We believe that since we say that we expect our students to go out into the world after they finish and to innovate, to create new opportunities, new businesses, new forms of practice, we ask ourselves this question: what kind of a community do we have to have in order for that to be true? And here's what we've decided. The more difference that we embrace at Columbia, the greater the likelihood that our students on a daily basis are going to be interacting with different experience, different ideas, different backgrounds, different heritage, different definitions, and that constant interaction with difference is going to be the source of new thinking, new ideas, new forms of creation. This also has one very important consequence, and this is what I'm going to end my comments with this morning. The world around us right now is filled with a lot of hatred. In many, many cases, we are hearing instances of some version of the other, whomever that is, being held up for derision, for bullying. So, as I say to my students at Columbia College Chicago, I'm going to tell you the same thing. Not at Columbia College Chicago. We are a school that does not tolerate hatred, bullying, othering, or any form of suppressing someone based on who they are and who they happen to be. So, I know that was a little bit preachy, but it's important. So the main thing is, I hope you are going to really take full advantage of this day to find out as much as you can about this very special institution. So once again, welcome to Columbia College Chicago.
In society, you need a lot more than just talent. You need vision. You need the insight to uncover the beauty and the grit, the courage to cross media and boundaries, the ability to make something out of nothing, and the commitment to never stop. Because you're a creative. You're here to find more than just work. You're here to find your calling. Bring your vision to life at Columbia College Chicago. Visit Columbia.edu.